rain as I got out the car. Already put the coat on. It was meant to be a wet morning, I think, and then meant to clear out this afternoon. I thought the first part of this walk is all through a woodland. I thought, it doesn't matter if it rains then. Got the cover of the trees. And I just hope it stops then by the time I come out onto the open. Quite excited about this walk. A bit nervous last night, if I'm honest. You sort of sit staring at the maps and thinking, oh, where can I park? You know, how can I get up that hill? What's it going to be like? And I saw on the map then the arch. And I was like, I know where that is. Followed at Aberystwyth. I thought, oh, there's actually quite a big car park there. So then sort of panicking goes away then. Yeah, so I knew the car park was going to be quite good. And I've done a section of this walk, another side, I've done a section of this woodland, I should say, before. So I kind of knew what I was getting myself in for, which is quite nice then. You can relax a little bit more. Like, right, I know where the car park is, the woodland. It just eases off a little bit. So that's what I'm hoping these videos will help as well. Help people who aren't used to walking out and, you know, up random hills and stuff. And then give you an idea of what the conditions are like, where to park, how long the walk took, what the route was like. So then you've got some idea then. And that'll help you then hopefully get out and explore it yourself, see it yourself. So that's where I parked this morning. And I want to go up to Bryn-Llwyd, I think, just up on that peak, and I'll get back onto the footpath then, all the way and follow it up. So it comes down to the windmills on the road, and then down then to Garn. That's the plan of action today. First hill of the day done. As a Trig Point, but I like it. First one done. Okay. Okay. I think we've got a little bit of wind cover on the trees. It's fairly flat at the moment. I just looked at the map and I'm on this forest track for quite a while, so I thought it was quite a nice time to sort of talk to you all. Going back to the conversation I had at the very start, really. It'd be nice if you can get your comments just to share how you feel like when you go to a new area that you haven't really been to, and you know you try to plan a walk. Are you anxious? Are you a bit excited? Because planning it last night, I knew I was going to do a short walk today, and I sort of knew roughly where this Trig Point was. But looking on the map, it just has to look a bit daunting. You're like, well, where can I park the car? What's the car park going to be like? What's the route going to be like? How can I actually get up to the Trig Point? Because a lot of these Trig Points I've done so far on an open access land, but there's not really a trail or a path to get to them. I know I've started on sort of the, I was going to say worst end, but it's not worst. They're amazing. All of them have been really good. But I think I'm starting on sort of the less known Trig Points and walks. I think both to sort of help get my walking fitness up. I don't want to be out of breath up Pen y Fan and you've got all people just overtaking you and you're sat there puffing, huffing and puffing. So pop me a comment. Just let me know how you go about planning your sort of walks. Do you plan a week ahead? Do you sort of know where you're going? Is it spur of the moment? Like, before I started this, it was pretty much a look out the window kind of job. And it was like, is it clear? Is it going to stay clear? Is it going to rain? But now, because I know I've got a sort of plan and I want to try and do all these Hewitts and try and tick as many off as possible, don't really care what that was like. Because, as you've probably seen from my first video, it can be misty one minute and the next minute it clears and the sun's out and it's a beautiful day. So I'm just trying to prep myself better, really. Just see it. It looks lush with all the low fog. Just seeing it. You can hear it. I don't know if you can hear it. You guys can hear it because obviously all the actual wind. It's so loud. Look at it. Stopped to take a lot of photos of that windmill. It just looked amazing coming out of the fog. I'm going to walk past it now in a minute so you should see it. I don't know if you can hear it on the video. It's so loud. Like when I was walking up the hill, I could hear a rumbling. I thought it would sound like a lot of vehicles, you know, like forestry commission people just driving up in their lorries and everything. And I was like climbing up a hill and I had my head down, sort of, you know, just trudging on. I looked up, just see it popping out of the mist, and I was like, it just looks amazing. There it is. Might take some photos of that on the way back. Just quickly grabbing myself a nut bar. Bit of energy as I'm almost getting up to the top now, and I'm getting out onto the open access land, I think, the common land. So it could be quite windy now. I'm not going to have the shelter of the trees. So and it's starting to rain a little bit. Hoping it holds off just till I get to the Trig Point. So you're filming on the camera, not watching your feet. Shelter. It is windy, it is wet. I thought I'd talk to you in here because I think I can hide the wind a little bit in here. It was sneaky, the little Trig Point behind this. I was like, I could walk up to it, I think, is there a Trig Point? And then I walked to the side and there it is. Yeah, penny Garn done. It took me about an hour and 45 minutes. It's about 4 miles, so 8 miles back to the car. But it's wet. It's not even like hammering down, it's just that drizzle, it just keeps sort of hitting away at you. I'm going to try and take some photos. It's so windy. I'll see how I get on. I'm soaked, absolutely soaked. It just didn't stop from the top, from the Trig Point, all the way down to literally I'm almost back at the car, and like, look at it, stopped raining, the sun's even come out for a second. Like, almost back at the car. I'm completely, well, I'm not soaked through. Got the coat and the jacket underneath. I'm not cold, which is good, just wet. But look at this, these trees. Yeah, the trees are lush. Took a few photos. Only on the phone, my backpack. I've got the cover over it, but it's quite wet, so I didn't really want to get the camera out, especially this close back to the car. Can't believe the sun's come out at the very end. It just does it on purpose. It's like, yeah, top of the hill, 610 metres up, it's going to pelt you of rain, pelt you of wind. On the flat now, literally surrounded by trees. Headed back to the car. I've got about 5 minutes left back to the car. The sun's decided to come out. Back in the car. Got the heat on. It's only now I've stopped and sort of took all my wet clothes off that I realised I'm a little bit chilly. So I'm going to drive back now and have a shower, get changed, put the video together. But yeah, really good walk. Actually, it's really nice. Going up through the side of the woodland. It was just that last, probably about half an hour when you go out on the top and you get to the windmills. That is just, well, that's why they're there, isn't it? It's windy. That's why they're there. And then just up to the top, then it was just, yeah, ridiculously windy. And then all the way back down was just wet, but just like the drizzle rain that just doesn't stop. It just keeps going at you all the way back to the car. And obviously now the last 10 minutes, the sun's decided to come out. Tempted to go up and do it again. Film the whole video again. No, it's a really good walk. That's number 6 done, which is good. And got back to the car at 1:10. That's not bad. 8.3 miles, I think it was. At 0.3 is probably me walking back and forth doing doing the scenic shots. So it's about 8 miles, I'd say. Yeah, good 8 mile walk. Good. See you next time.